Welcome back, folks. What we're going to do now then is use the Systeme software to set up our two-step funnel to include our squeeze page and our thank you page. As you can see on the screen here, I've already set one up called Demo 1. What we'll do for the purpose of this lesson, we'll create another one called Demo 2. And we're looking to collect email addresses and build our email list. So we'll select Build an Audience. We can change the currency here to Australian dollars from where I live and click Save. And that will create our sales funnel. And if we click on the sales funnel, you can see that it already sets up our squeeze page and our thank you page. The only thing left for us to do now is select a template from the multiple options we have here. So if I scroll down, we want to get something very simple. And for the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to select this one. We will now have the option, folks, to edit that template by just selecting the edit page option here. And as you can see, here's the template. The point to note as well, folks, we want to keep some uniformity with our squeeze page and thank you page, which then takes us onto our product sales page. And the thing that we're going to use as an example here is the Legendary Marketer course that I took. If you want to take this course, it's a 15-day challenge and it'll teach you everything you need to know to become an affiliate marketer. And the thing we're going to take away from the page here as well, folks, is the color theme that they're using. We want to make it so that when the customer comes to our squeeze page and through our thank you page, and eventually if they make it to the sales product page, they will feel that they haven't left that theme, okay? So the main ones that we're looking at here then are blacks, golds, got greens for buttons, and we've also got white. So if we come back to our main theme page here of the squeeze page, we can get rid of this background by clicking on settings, come down, and we can see the background image. If we just click X, and it's gone. We want to make our background color then white. So at this point, I will make you aware as well, folks, of the Save Changes button. Please save your changes whilst you're going through. It doesn't automatically do it. I find that out to my own detriment. Okay. Just to note too, folks, Legendary Marketer does provide you with examples of sales funnels to include, the most popular one being a two-step sales funnel when you become an affiliate for their program, which you will have the option to apply for when you complete the 15-day challenge. So as you can see here, folks, what we've got is an example of a squeeze page. We then have a pop-up page. If someone was going to leave that page without having filled their details out, they will have a pop-up that reminds them. And then an example of a thank you page. Okay, folks, now that we've got an example to work from, we can start to edit the template a little bit more. Just to let you know as well a little bit more about the menus, you can see that there's a high level menu where you can pull in more text, you can pull in images or videos. For example, if you actually click down into the text itself to edit it, it will give you more options: font sizes, font types, colors, padding, margins. Just to go over the padding, folks, the padding is what's around the text within this box. So it moves it around. The margin is what's around the box. So again, you can move this around to make it a little bit more appealing to the eye and get rid of a little bit of white space. Okay. So for this first one here, what we want to do then is create a similar text to what was in the example from Legendary. Okay, folks, just to save some time, I've cut and pasted the text in that I wanted to use here. And I want to just change some of the colors on it there. For example, this get what you want. Now if I just click on this little box here, change that to red, and change this bit don't want also to red, just to make those words stand out a little bit more. All right. Okay, so the next bit we want to do then, folks, is just get our clients to do something. So it's a bit of a call to action. We're giving them something free here. In this case, a free video. You could put free ebook in here by all means if you want to send them an ebook. Again, Legendary provides you with an example of a free ebook, which is excellent. But in this case, we will just leave it as a free video. And we want to make it a little bit bigger as well. Take that size. It's great. And then what we're after, folks, is just to collect their first name and their email. So I want to change this text here. So if I click in this box and I can change it up here, So I'll just put in here first. So your first name, and email, we'll leave that as is. You can see there, it's already pre-filled up on the left-hand side here in the editing menu. So the first name and the email is the only thing we want. Make sure you don't change these to anything else, folks. It needs to stay as first name and email, because whenever we come to send them the customer emails, we can use these here variables, first name and email, to include in the emails we send them. That will become more apparent later when we set up our email campaigns though. So then, folks, we will set up the color of the button. If we click on the button here, this will jump off the page at us because it's like a hot orange color. We want to change that there to the nice green color that Legendary uses. So if we click up here, color picked history, I've already pre-selected it from earlier. And we've got the hex color. So if we copy that and we paste that into System, paste, it changes the color of our button. Perfect. And we also want to now make this text a little bit bigger. So if we click in it here and come down, font size, let's make the text bigger. Let's also make it bold, regular size, make it bold, 700. That looks a lot better. Also change text to include exclamation mark on the end of it. That's now looking a little bit better and more similar to what the Legendary theme was, folks. So clicking this also, we can change this border color. We want to make that there a nice gold color to match the Legendary color. So if we click up the top again, our color picker, select that, get the hex color, again paste it in. There, we've now got that gold color. And you can see there the border set up. Perfect. Let's just sort the padding out now a little bit, or the margin in our case. That looks good. Also, let's space these here out a little bit more as well. So again, the margin, tighten this up a little bit, margin at the top. Reduce this down. Go. And let's make these here a little bit more spaced out too. Margin at the top of that. Up to 10. Okay. That's looking better. We can also drag in some text here to include what was written under the button in the example shown earlier. And that will include, we will not rent, spam, or sell your information. So if we click on the text box, we can see we've got text here now. We can drag this around to our needs, drop it in there. It's already got pre-filled text, don't worry about that. Okay, folks, we've just filled it out there and just jump back in again to save time. We want to just now reduce the size of it down a little bit, make sure the color's good. Let's get the font size down. That's better. Okay, folks, we just created that little saying in underneath the button here because we don't want customers to feel like we're going to, use their private data in any malicious way. All right. We also need to put a affiliate disclosure, a disclaimer at the bottom of the page as well. Folks, it's quite important that we reveal ourselves as affiliates. It just that makes the whole process with integrity, folks. And, it builds that know, like, and trust factor with our clients. Okay. So what we want to do is drop in a section at the bottom here. And we want to make that color the same as the Legendary one again. Pick color, this nice gray. Just copy the hex color. We'll come across the background color here. Paste that in. And we've got that nice gray down the bottom. We now want to put in some text here. Drag it down in to go in here. And I'm just going to copy and paste in the affiliate disclosure and disclaimer that I've already got created. Okay, we just select all this text and paste the disclaimer in. We want to just bring the size of this down a little bit. So let's bring the font size down to, for example, 10. Be slightly bigger there. Bring it to that size, 11. Put a bit of space in there. And that looks good. Let's just sort this margin out slightly at the top. We can bring that a little bit closer to lose the white space. That looks good. And also inside here, let's bring that a little bit closer to the top as well. Margin at the top. Let's bring that there. That's looking a lot better. Then what we want to do is just get rid of this white space down the bottom here. So if we click inside this box here, And we're looking at the padding now at the bottom. So we close this right up. There we go. That looks a lot better. Let's make that nice and uniform. 10. At this stage, we've pretty much got the squeeze page complete, folks. I just wanted to draw your attention to the select option here on this button. Up on the left hand side, the action is to send a form. Okay, that's going to be our email campaign, the start of it. It'll become more apparent later. And also what will happen as well, the users will be redirected to the next step when they put in their first name and email and then click on the button. And the next step is the thank you page. But if they don't fill out the first name and email, we mentioned earlier that there's a pop-up page. That's something else we can create here because we want to try and give them a second option, a second chance to opt in. So let's create the pop-up page, folks. Also at this stage, just make sure we save changes. Click on pop-ups and add pop-up. Then it'll give us a box here to create a pop-up, folks. So on the pop-up window, folks, we want to just get the customer to think before they just close the screen down again. So what we'll do is we'll edit this text. I've already pre-copied it and we'll paste it in there from my already pre-prepped example. Change this text then to red. Wait, wouldn't want you to miss out. We also need to put in here our form input. This time your email. We also need to put in here obviously a input for our first name. So if we just hit this little copy, it'll again create an identical thing. The only thing we need to change is the text, your first name. There we go. And make sure the variable's set correctly as well. First name. We just need to change this button again to be uniformal with the colors. We go down, change button color, copy the hex code, paste it into system. There we go. And then we can change the text of the button to I want it, exclamation mark. Get rid of the subtext that's in there. Subtext. None. We also want to bold that out again. Font. Bold 700. Get a slight bit bigger. We don't want that shadow on it either. Let's get rid of that. No. That looks good. We just need to change the text at the bottom. Hit save. That's looking good, folks. We could just round the edges as well to make it a bit uniformal with the squeeze page. There's a slight round on the edge here. We can do that too. If we go over to the left hand side here, go down, rounded corners, put that to 5. That's looking a lot better now. It looks similar to what we've got on the squeeze page. That's perfect. We just hit save changes. Okay, point to note on the pop-up settings, folks. What we want to do is we want to show a close button on because we want the customer to have the option to close it down. We also want the pop-up not to pop up automatically. We want it to pop up on the exit intent. So when the customer would go to exit away from the squeeze page, then the pop-up would come on the screen. Also on the mobile devices, you need to select this checkbox because on the mobile device, it can't detect if you're going to exit from the page. So it exits on a timer. So we'll set that there to 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, the customer will get that second notification to opt in. Okay, we'll hit save changes there. Ensure, folks, that you've also got this action that when you click on the opt-in button, change to the next step on your pop-up window. Point to note, folks, what we're looking at here now is how it will look on our desktop or on our PC, on our laptop. We need to also be aware of what it'll look like on a mobile device, and that's the option it also gives down here if we click on the mobile icon. And you can see there is a lot of differences in text size and in spacing with both the pop-up page and obviously the squeeze page itself. We need to adjust the padding and the margins and definitely text sizing, because on our mobile device this will not look appealing to a customer at all, and they're more than likely just going to close the page down. Another tip as well that I use is I actually have my mobile next to me with my email integrated into it. I will take the actual link to this squeeze page and I will email it to my email inbox, and I will open it then on my mobile out of that email link. And if you have alternatively Systeme on your mobile phone, then you can go to this page and obviously open it directly. So now folks, what we want to look at is the thank you page. So if we click on the thank you page, once again we need to select a template. We select something simple like this one. Then we can go into edit the thank you page. We need to just clean this up here and get rid of some of the fluff on the screen. So we just hit delete, hit OK for that. Oh, if we make a mistake like that, we can't go back. So we actually just want to delete this top section here. We go to delete, click OK, get rid of that. Get rid of this bottom section. And now we've got a clean-ish template to work from. So folks, as you can see here, we've got the same things we need to do again with regards to keeping the flow going with the theme of the font colors, you know, with the actual page colors again to keep it uniformal with Legendary. First off, what we'll do is we'll insert a video. This here video, obviously, folks, will allow us to introduce ourselves and give a basic insight as well to what the product is. And you know, we're trying to build up the know, like, and trust factor again to make the customer then go on to the actual product page. So I'm just going to insert a video in here. What I'll do is I will remove this URL because I'm going to put in my own YouTube video. So what I'm going to do, folks, is just click the share button underneath one of my YouTube videos, copy the link, go back into the Systeme page and paste that URL link in. And there you have it. Your video will be inserted there. If you wanted to upload one as well, you can upload file directly from your computer, and that will again work as well as a YouTube video. So I'll click save there. What we want to do then is just give them a little bit more information about the product, and we want to put that in the title again so it's capturing the customer's attention, and also the green buttons again to just get them to take action. So on the title here, folks, we will just change it from thanks to a saying similar to what's on the Legendary site. The exact framework to build your online business is waiting for you. You know, we're capturing the customer's attention. We can also put in text with words to the effect of, want the #1 secret to buying high ticket, high profit business online. Again, we're getting the customer's attention. We're getting them to possibly take action, and we're going to lead them into that next with pressing the green button. So let's take that font size up a slight bit, make it stand out, and also insert some more text just below this one. We want to get them to take action. So let's just paste in there, hit the green button below. Get that font size up nice and big, possibly extend the margin on that. That looks better. Okay, what we want to do is actually put a button in there. We will use the functions on the left hand side this time just to show this action being created. So what we need to do is scroll down here and click on a button and drop the button in there. Okay, that's good. We just need to change the color of it now. Come down, select obviously the nice green color, copy the hex code again, paste that in to the system. That's great. Also, we need the text. So we've written in again, watch the free video. We'll get rid of that subtext. Let's increase the font size Bigger fonts, opens, and bold. That's looking better. Watch the free video. Exclamation mark. We could widen this out here by adjusting padding. No, we want to go out. Speed that up a bit. Make that button a little bit bigger. Let's obviously work on the margin. The bottom. That looks a lot better. We get rid of that there little shadow too on it. Style, none. That looks a lot better. And what we can do as well, folks, here is insert some testimonials into the page. If the customer's not convinced at this stage, you know, we can obviously try and convince them by showing them some testimonials, which is again provided by Legendary. And these are a really good thing to give the customer some confidence, you know, that other people have did this program and it works. So we've already got some text in place. I've just copied the text off my already pre-made funnel. I'm just going to paste it in there. Still not convinced? Have a look at the testimonials below. I'll just take this font size up. Just keep it uniformal again. 33 font size here. Make this one the same. 33. Looks good. Still not convinced? Have a look at the testimonials below. And to drop in a couple of testimonials here, they're images taken from Facebook that Legendary obviously provide you with. And we want to put 2 columns in. So if we pull that across, and you can see the blue line where it's indicated when you are dropping things in, folks, that's exactly where it's going to go. So you can see we've now got options to drop 2 columns in. So what we want to do then is put an image in here and an image in here. What we'll do is open up a computer to upload a file. Select file, documents in here, Legendary Marketer with testimonials here. Select one, open it, upload. I'm going to select another file. Upload that one. And then, folks, we've got 2 testimonials to insert onto our page. So we'll select the first one. We'll insert that. Go to My Images. Select the second one. Insert that. And you can see now we've got our customer testimonials on the page. We want to, at this stage as well, drop another green button in because they've moved down the page, folks, away from the upper green button. We want them to have another option after reading them. You can see there's a purple button here. We can use that one, or we can just make a copy again of the button we have at the top here. We just click the small copy item, and we've got another one. And if we go on it as well, folks, we can click this little arrow here, and that will actually push the button down the page. Well, it might take a few clicks. This should go to the bottom. Saves a little bit of time, and we can just get rid of this other one then. And now we just want to insert the affiliate disclaimer and disclosure again to keep ourselves acting with integrity so the customer can see that. So we'll insert section, insert some text, select it all, scroll down. We'll adjust the size of the text down to 11 again. Enter there. We just want to again get this nice grey color. Keep it uniformal. Copy. Background color. And that looks great. What we want to do here again is just play around with the margin top, just to bring that down and get rid of the white space. That looks good. Okay, folks, what we need to do now is just make sure that the correct actions are taken whenever we click on these green buttons. And at this stage, we don't want to go to the next step. We want the action to be open a URL Okay, and that URL is going to be our affiliate link from Legendary. So if we go into our Legendary Marketer account, we go across here to the affiliate section. This will take us to the back office. We go to our affiliate links. The one that we want is the business challenge, the light theme. Scroll down to affiliate links, and what we want is this link here. So we just hit copy. You can see us copy to clipboard, come back here and paste the link in to that one. We'll just hit save at this stage as well. And we also want to do the same with our other button. Again, open URL, paste in our affiliate link again. And that is the thank you page complete, folks. We can now obviously once again test this here out on our mobile device and just have a look to see what the actual theme looks like to make sure it's nice and uniformal and it's appealing to the customer. So what we want to do then now, folks, is just make sure the squeeze page, the pop-up page and the thank you page all work together nice and succinct. So we'll pop out of this page here. Save now. So what we can do now then, folks, is actually test this page out and make sure everything flows. So if we just click this view funnel step, and we'll view the squeeze page, we can see it looks nice and appealing on the desktop. And if we try to opt out of the page, folks, without actually filling out our details, we should get our pop-up page. As you can see there, then we get a second bite at the cherry to fill it out again. And then once we fill it out, I'll just fill some details in here. And then we click on, obviously you're going to get opted into the email campaign. Then it also should redirect us to our thank you page. And here we are at the thank you page. We get to watch the video. We get to read the testimonials if we're still not convinced. We get the option to click on the green button, which should direct us onto then the actual sales page, the product page of Legendary Marketer. And this is all through our affiliate link, this one. As you can see, our affiliate ID is up in the URL here. And they then get handled by the salespeople, the product owner at this stage. It's all out of our hands now. And that is the two-step sales funnel in a nutshell, folks. Thanks very much for listening, folks. Please feel free to like and subscribe or make a comment in the section below. And I look forward to seeing you back here again. Take care. All the best. Good luck.